champion.
And he's in the shape of his life, John. He's hungry again. He told me he's so eager to appease his fans, his Greek followers here in Melbourne.
Richard, just an unbelievable record. He is the current International World Kickboxing Federation World Champion. He's put the belt up on the line here tonight, enticing Wayne Parr, saying, take it off me. These two boys have fought twice before in June 2002. Mike Zambidis in what some say was a controversial win at the K1 Max here in Melbourne. 2009.
And his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, the founding father of Australian Muay Thai, the living legend, the one, the only, 7-time world champion, representing Australia, please welcome the gunslinger, John Wayne Parr!
Mate, if you thought the stadium, the roof was lifted before, wait till Wayne Parr walks out. Mike's been busy this year, he's had quite a few fights this year, and he's on a bit of a streak at the moment. This is Wayne's first fight in 2011. But Richard, it's about to happen now in centre ring.
This is a crowd, this is fantastic.
This will be the fight of the year here in Melbourne. The gunslinger, the people's champion, 7-time world champion, John Wayne Parr, taking on the 15-time world champion, Mike Zambidis, and he's pausing Wayne Parr from centre ring.
The psychology starts, John.
Got to remember the last fight here, Wayne Parr won unanimous points decision. He cut Michael Zambidis in the end of the second round. He had a game plan, as you said, Richard. He stuck to it, and he won. No love lost there, as Mike said in his preview. He respects Wayne Parr, but not when the bell rings.
No, it's on, man. It's business. Are you going to hit?
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please continue to be outstanding as we'll now do both the national anthem of Greece followed by Australia. Please stand for the Greek national anthem. If you know the words, please sing along the Australian national anthem.
Australians, all let us rejoice, for we are young and free. We've golden soil and wealth fertile. Our home is God by sea. Our
Football and Hockey Centre, Melbourne, Australia. Payback time 3, the decider. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our main event of the evening. It is now time to separate the men from the boys. Proudly sanctioned by the Combat Sports Board of Victoria, Robin Hedden, Mel McGuinness and Anika Williams. Board Secretary and Recorder, Noel Sharp. Our physician at ringside, Dr. Peter Lewis. Timekeeper for tonight, Hus Astedes. WKA Supervisor. Ladies and gentlemen, WKBF Supervisor, Miss Lucy Toohey. And Assistant WKBF Supervisor from Australia, the Bustler, Glenn Parragray. All right then, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime! 5 by 3 minute rounds for the IWKBF Undisputed Middleweight Championship of the World. 5 by 3 minute rounds, K1 rules. Proudly brought to you by Quest Environments. Ladies and gentlemen, it is once again for the International WKBF Championship of the World. Introducing first to my left, fighting out of the blue corner, trained by George Malios from the Zambidis Club. Official weight 70.3 kilograms, standing 5 feet 6.5 inches tall. Age 30. Tonight wearing his all black famous shorts with a Greek flag. The 13-time world champion. He has been in the ring and defeated the likes of Gago Drago, Pete Spratt and Albert Kraus. The 2002 K1 World Max Oceania champion, the 4-time Greek national champion, and the 2010 K1 World Max second runner-up. Ladies and gentlemen, fight record, 165 fights, 147 victories, 85 by way of knockout, representing Athens, Greece, Iron, Mike Zambidis. And his opponent to my right, fighting out of the red corner, trained by Dim Saki from the Blue Shoe Gym. Official weight 71.6 kilograms, standing 5 feet 9.5 inches tall. A runner-up in the Contender Asia Muay Thai. K1 Oceania 2002 finalist. A 2004 K1 World Max runner-up. Has been in the ring and defeated the likes of Dimitri Vallon, Kid Yamamoto, Jabba Askarov, and Yodson Klai. Fight record, 109 fights, 77 wins, 1 draw, 36 by way of knockout. Tonight, wearing black shorts with white trim, the 7-time world champion, fighting out of the Gold Coast and representing Australia, the gunslinger, John Parr. Fighters to stand, please, for final instructions.
Richard, Melbourne is a light, mate, tonight. The International World Kickboxing Federation World title on the line.
Okay guys, you're both wearing the rules. No spinning back fists, no grabbing tags. It's only one-handed with knees, not two-handers. This is what I call, if I ask for a break, I want a good clean break. Let's go, get a good clean fight. Let's go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the fighters are ready, the judges are ready. State Hockey and Netball Centre, it's time to make some noise!
Yeah, Mike's had a sensational year, but I'll tell you what, this is Wayne Parr's. He's announced this will be his last year of fighting. This is more than likely his last fight here in Melbourne. This is his second adopted crowd behind Queensland. The gunslinger, he's putting it all on the line. It's Mike Zambidis, his title defence. It's his title on the line. It's not a vacant title. He won it in 2005 and it hasn't been taken off him.
Exactly, as I said, these are old dogs. As they say, can't teach old dogs new tricks. As even Wayne was saying, it depends whether one's just got that little fit, a little more aggressive, and just really coming to do the job. As you know, with so many fights, it takes a toll on the body too. It says, Stan was saying earlier, how well do you wear over that amount of time?
Big thank.
What Wayne has to do, he loves that front round kick, but he doesn't want to get stuck on the ropes with Zambidis.
5 3-minute rounds.
Look at that.
K1 style rules. And this is what the crowd has come to see.
And this is exactly what Wayne doesn't want. He doesn't want Zambidis getting with his back against the ropes there. That's why he decided, load up, don't just cover.
Look at the look in Michael Zambidis' eyes. He wants to take Wayne Parr's head off. Wayne is composed in centre ring.
But Wayne knows he's got to use that teep kick like you like. He's got to use that left leg round kick to stop. What a turnaround. I wasn't expecting that one.
And look, Mike Zambidis, he's rattled. Wayne Parr again. He's going to finish this off.
He's hurt.
He's
Mike's hurt.
He's done. He's taking his out. That's it. That's a second 8 count to Wayne Parr in round 1.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Richard, no one would have expected this
I would
so
have
early.
not in a million years.
And Michael Zambidis is in the long run. And a take to the face.
The head. Oh, then the left hand from Zambidis.
Big right hand.
Zambidis still trying to shake that off though. That's a hard.
He's rattled. He's not going to last this.
He's hurt.
John Wayne Parr has taken it to him.
Kill. Railing punches down at Zambidis. Zambidis covering up, trying desperately to last this.
Referee Dave Hitchcock keeping an eye on it. He doesn't want to step in and stop it, but Mike Zambidis is not fighting back.
He's fighting back. What are you looking at, John? He's fighting back. He's in trouble, but he's fighting back.
He's in a lot
The
of
referee
trouble,
wants to
though.
make. He's in a big
Look at
trouble.
Wayne Parr just
He's ready to get
railing
stopped.
punches.
Michael
He's ready to get
Zambidis
stopped.
will not go down.
If that's a knockdown, it should be over. If that's a knockdown, it should be over.
It's over! Michael Zambidis pleading with referee Dave Hitchcock, but mate, he is in a world of hurt, and the guns absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, the after party will be
He would have expected
What a result, John. A knockout in the first round at the hands of the gunslinger. Zambidis just could not find his way back, and there was no way that John Wayne was going to take that pressure off.
Mate, I've never seen John Wayne Parr come out like that, and I've never seen Mike Zambidis drop like that.
Never before. Zambidis only lost twice in Australia. This is unbelievable. Wayne Parr again was going to stick to his game plan. He was going to use that left leg round kick. He was going to hit him hard, try and take the confidence away from Zambidis and allow him to jump in, and that's exactly what
Ladies and
happened.
gentlemen, we'll get a word from both fighters.
What a heart, Zambidis. You see that he never stopped throwing leather back at John Wayne Parr. Drug as he was, he's got a heart like a bull.
Mate, an absolutely unbelievable fight. It was the decider. Everyone was saying that Mike had been working on his hands. Mate, that was just an unbelievable result.
I was talking to Mike's trainer, said this is a different Mike Zambidis. He said if anyone stands in front of him and tries to go hands, you're going to lose. Who would have thought, John? Congratulations to Joe Nader. He brought another war to this.
Mate, Joe Nader and Power Play Promotions.
Joe Nader.
Just an absolute legend for the sport. Done everything for the sport. Done absolutely everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dave Hitchcock, after the 3 knockdown rule, puts a stop to this contest. 2 minutes and 59 seconds into the first round. Your winner by knockout, and the now 8-time world champion from Australia, John Wayne Parr. Συλληπιτήρια Μιχάλη, ήταν την τρίτη φορά. Τι έγινε εδώ την τρίτη φορά που ήταν δεύτερο από την πρώτη και τη δεύτερη?
Πρώτα απ' όλα, λυπάμαι γιατί κάτι τέτοιο πρώτη φορά συμβαίνει και ειδικά εδώ στην Αυστραλία. Λυπάμαι από τους Έλληνες. Είχα προετοιμαστεί πάρα πολύ καλά. Όμως, δέχτηκα ένα τυχερό χτύπημα στον πρώτο γύρο, όπου με ζάλισε και δεν μπορούσα να επανέλθω. Μπράβο στον Parr.
Πέσες, τι έγινε εδώ στην τρίτη φορά, ότι όλοι λέγανε ότι έπεσες, τι νόμιζες έγινε στην τρίτη φορά και ο referee το σταμάτησε, τι νόμιζες έγινε?
Αισθάνθηκα ότι η δεύτερη φορά ήταν πιο δύσκολη, δηλαδή την τρίτη φορά ίσως και να μπορούσα να συνεχίσω in the main event, ίσως ήθελα λίγο χρόνο ακόμα. Όμως, ο διαιτητής ξέρει τη δουλειά του και έκανε αυτό που έπρεπε.
Το πράγμα που ήταν, δεν είδαμε τα πόδια πολύ που εσύ είσαι famous for, δεν είδαμε αυτό το βράδυ. Αυτό είναι Τώρα τι θες να κάνεις εδώ, θες να έρθεις πάλι στην Αυστραλία, είναι την τελευταία φορά θα σου δούμε. Έχεις πάρα πολλοί fans εδώ στην Αυστραλία. Όλους τους Έλληνες είναι σαν το δεύτερο σπίτι εδώ.
Μετά από 27-28 αγώνες, έχουμε χάσει το τρίτο μάτς ήταν αυτό. Λυπάμαι γι' αυτό, από εκεί και πέρα σίγουρα με τόσο κόσμο που περιμένει, σίγουρα τον επόμενο χρόνο ίσως να αγωνιστώ για πάλι.
Άμα είναι την τελευταία φορά που θα σας δούμε να παλέψει στην Αυστραλία, on behalf of all την Αυστραλιζική public, θέλουμε να σου πούμε ευχαριστώ για τα τελευταία 10 χρόνια, όλοι τι έχουμε δούμε εδώ.
Ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ και ευχαριστώ τους Έλληνες και λυπάμαι σήμερα που βγήκε αυτό το αποτέλεσμα. Είχα προετοιμαστεί πάρα πολύ καλά.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am Mike Zambidis. John Wayne Parr, come on now! This was not just a victory, tonight was vindication. People were saying that in that second fight, he came unprepared. As he was saying in that DVD, he was coming to get you. And with a point to prove, with an exclamation point, in front of pretty much your second hometown crowd, you showed it tonight. Congratulations.
Yeah, I think I've said this once before. If I'm dreaming, don't wake me up because this is amazing. I just want to thank all the people in the crowd for coming and supporting the kickboxing. Donating for putting the show on. Absolutely amazing, great venue. I wanted to say it's my wife's birthday today. So, first I'd like to present her with some flowers. Thanks from Graham. And then, can everyone sing happy birthday to my wife, please?
Why the hell not? All right, you start the note.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Andrew. Happy birthday to you.
Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! 35th birthday on Wednesday, and your wife's...
I'm getting some tonight.
All right. But no coming. Anyway, 35th birthday on Wednesday. It's your wife's birthday today. As you did say before, if it is a dream, please don't wake me up. What a birthday present. People are now saying, and I'm sure they're on the forums, they're probably on Facebook right now, the age of 35. You've got 6 months to go. Can we see maybe you here one last time in front of your second hometown crowd?
I've got a few fights lined up this year. I just got to go home, sort some stuff out, work out my schedule. I've got a couple of big money fights offered, so I'm just working out what I'm going to do. But yeah, maybe if Joe makes an offer, we can maybe negotiate something.
Now, you did say when you and I did speak a couple of years ago, before Domination 4, you said to me, Perry, I want to be a 8-time world champion, one of my heroes. The 8-time world champion, Stan the Man Longanides. Now you are an 8-time world champion. It must be a fantastic feeling.
Oh, mate. I remember being an 11-year-old kid coming home from training one night and telling my mum, hey mum, I'm going to be a world champion one day. And she laughed. She thought it was so funny. She goes, oh, that's cute. No, serious, one day I'm going to be world champion. And then, yeah, 20 years later, 8, this is just, I've lived my dream multiple times. And I'm so happy to be an Aussie and do it for Australia.
I'm not even going to mention your Facebook page because that's already full, but I'm sure that there's a fan as well. But your cornerman and everything else, Dip has been with you since the start. All your cornermen, it takes a lot of hard work. I always have a go at you because you always weigh around the 85, 86 kilo mark, and you come in always under 72 kilos. This is obviously a sport that's not a lot of money. You pretty much do it for a lot of the love and do it for all these fans as well.
Oh no, Joe pays me pretty good.
He does, okay. But the dedication and everything.
Yeah, this fight, I didn't have a fight since December, so my weight blew out to 88.5, and then in 4 weeks I dropped 17 kilos to make 72, so it was pretty hard jacker. trying to be starving for 4 weeks and trying to train on top of his hard work, but it's all unbelievable, amazing.
Now I have to ask the question, one last one. Your dream matchup back here in Melbourne, if we did, would you like to face Iron Mike Zambidis again, or is there someone in particular you would love to face in front of all these Melbourne fans? Your dream matchup, possibly a 9th world title.
First I'd like to say a big thank you to Uncle Zambidis. We've had 3 fights now, they've all been wars. I respect this guy so much, he's done so much for the sport. He's an absolute superstar in Greece, and I just thank him for giving me the opportunity to fight him 3 times till he's a champion. Me and Michael, now we're friends.
Now we're friends. Okay, so who is the dream matchup? If you could have one last fight in Melbourne, we understand you've only got 6 months to go. You've announced your retirement. 2011 is your final year. But if you did have the magic wand, who would you love to face here, right here in Melbourne?
It's a toss-up between maybe Borkow or Zidov.
Borkow or Zidov. All right then, ladies and gentlemen, well look, on behalf of, if this is the last time we see you in Melbourne, we would like to thank you for all of your fights, the memories, the hardship, and on behalf of Melbourne and Australia, thank you, John Wayne Parr, for the memories. Ladies and gentlemen, the 8-time world champion, the gunslinger, John Wayne Parr! Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Power Play Promotions, my name is Perry Cale. Been an absolute honour and pleasure. Thank you very much for seeing the Kialba boys. See you at Rockstar Bowling. And on behalf of Power Play Promotions, ladies and gentlemen, please drive safely, everyone, and have a good morning, everybody. See you next time.
Together.